We start this hour with some breaking news out of Iran. State television says there's been an accident involving a helicopter that might have been carrying President Raisi. Well, with me is Sebastian Usher, the BBC World Service's Middle East analyst. So, Sebastian, this news only just coming into us. What do we know?
Well, we're getting information from various Iranian sources, the semi-official news agencies, that provide, a pretty good understanding of what happens in Iran, but isn't necessarily with full official confirmation. So what we've heard is that the President Raisi was travelling in a convoy. We're hearing this from at least one Iranian source, of 3 helicopters over East Azerbaijan, and that one helicopter had to make what was described as a hard landing. Now that helicopter, it has emerged over the past half an hour or so, seems almost certainly to have had President Raisi on board. Not only President Raisi, but also the Iranian Foreign Minister on board. Now, this is an area where it's mountainous, it's wooded, and we're hearing from these sources that there's particularly bad weather conditions there, but it's foggy. So a major rescue operation is underway, as you'd expect, but at the moment there's no clarity about what has happened to this helicopter. 2 of the helicopters, on at least one Iranian source, are reported to have arrived safely at their destination. So there is obviously huge speculation that's going on. As far as I can see at the moment, there is emerging official confirmation that President Raisi was on board that helicopter, but what has happened to that helicopter, what state it's in, we don't know as yet.
And would it be usual for President Raisi to be using helicopters to travel around?
He's president. He does travel widely. It is not something that is unusual for him to be making these trips. There's no kind of issue about him being able to travel in any sense. If this was the supreme leader, Khamenei, that would be a different case. But President Raisi is very much the outward-looking face of the Iranian government. So he is, often travelling to different locations around the world, whether it's by helicopter or by plane. So that in itself is not unusual.
Sebastian Usher, thank you very much for the latest. And of course, if there are any developments, we will bring them to you on that breaking story here on BBC News. And you can get more on that on the BBC News website.